everybody. Good morning, good evening, whatever the case may be, whenever you're watching this down the road. For those of you all that are tuned in on the live feed, hope you're having a great day and all the rain will stay out of your way. Now, there's a reason why I'm going live right now, and here's the reason why. Okay, I'm going to put out a little disclaimer because apparently I need to do this from time to time so everybody understands what's going on in Jet's world. Here's the deal, people. When you send me an IM in world and I'm either broadcasting live or doing a recording for a video, and you all come down to the studio, you need to understand that once you come down to the studio during those time periods, 9 times out of 10, especially if it's a live show, I'm not going to sit there and hit stop on the feed to get everybody on the same page. You need to assume that when you're down here in the studio, you're probably going to be put on either a video or the live feed. Okay, anybody who's been around me for years that know me very well, they know this because it is up into my various different versions of my auto response. So, you might ask, why am I saying this? Well, a few of y'all apparently getting a little irritated in emails here lately and been popping off in your little email response to the station. So I wanted to go ahead and make that perfectly clear. Now, here's a little something else for you. For those of y'all that are new to the to the channel, welcome. Hope you all are having a great day and enjoying yourself. If you like the content I produce and you haven't subscribed yet, what is taking y'all so long? I mean, really. Hit the subscribe button, give me a thumbs up, and most importantly, if you really like the content I produce, share it with your friends. Now, I'm just trying to cover my bases here and put everything on notice. You know, when you are a broadcaster and you create YouTube content and radio content, or whatever kind of content you can create, the people you have in your inner circle, they're going to know how you operate, or at least they should know how you operate. And you're okay, in my opinion, and I know this is probably going to rub some people the wrong way, but, I gotta say it, and it's not like I'm a stranger to rubbing people the wrong way. I know that I do it. I know my comments and my views on certain things can tend to really irritate people, but those who actually want to be in my little inner circle and actually be around in my world, well, they get over it kind of quickly. Honestly. I don't really think that's too much to really, excuse me, but I'm also reading a few little instant messages I get popping up here really quick. I mean, is that really hard to understand, people? Have we lost common sense that much that, you get an automated response in world when I'm live or recording, so you know what you're stepping into when you come down? I mean, to me, that puts you in a fair game. You shouldn't be sitting there saying, Well, you should have said it. My auto response said it for me. And you came down anyway. Think about it. Excuse me. Now, I mean, really, there's really not too much more to say on that now, is there? Now, it's clear you all do like the content that I produce here on Jets World. Otherwise, you wouldn't tune in the way you do. You wouldn't want to be coming into the show during live feeds. I mean, come on. Yes, I will be the first to admit my channel is small. 29 subscribers as of right now. So yeah, it's really not getting overwhelming views. But when you look at the grand picture of things, for a channel this small, it is doing quite well. I mean, the weekly views for the whole entire channel as a whole has been going up and up and up. Of course, you have some weeks where you're not going to get as many views as you had the previous week. That's usually because, well, I get busy and maybe might not make as much content as I did the week before. Because, it takes time to write for these projects that I got in the works. And when I'm busy writing and recording for them and doing editing for preview shows and what have you, it's going to take away my time to produce live content or other videos. Anybody who creates YouTube content understands that. And boy, notifications are popping off left and right here. I hope y'all are having a great day. And yes, I will get to all your emails, and questions in your emails will be answered shortly. If you're watching live right now or down the road and you feel like you want to comment, don't be shy. Really. I got nothing to hide, and I don't bite too hard unless you taste good. Oh, yeah, you know you love it and you want more of it. No, on a serious note, have y'all had a good week or not? Are you looking forward to the weekend? Well, I hope so, and I hope your weekend goes the way that you want it to go. I got to admit, I'm still a little irritated at the Kentucky loss last night. Going into the season, everybody that follows Kentucky basketball kind of knew that, they thought that Kentucky, this was their best shot at winning a national title since 2012. Well, we didn't get it done. But that's enough about that. Now, you see me in my little alien form. Have y'all been paying attention to the videos as of late? Then you kind of know why the alien form is out and about right now. And it's amazing. It really truly is. How aliens tend to scare people. Now, when you think about aliens, what do you really think about? Do we really actually know what an alien would look like, first of all? Oh, it's amazing. It really truly is, Yes, I'm a little bit on the UFO content creation right now because, well, that's what my current project is all about. So, you're going to have more and more alien content in Second Life popping up for a while. But that doesn't mean that it's going to be strictly alien content. I'm always going to do my live feeds of this, that, and the other, of what I am thinking about on any particular day. And I must admit, doing live feeds are a lot easier than doing the whole recording and publishing, because you don't have to really worry about editing all that much, because you're live. Now let's really think about something for just a moment. Let's talk about fear. Fear of alien content, fear of aliens, fear of UFOs. Now, I'm going to say this, just because you cannot, and I want to emphasize this, just because you cannot identify something flying in the air, which by all intentional purposes, that is what a UFO technically is. That does not mean that it's alien created. I've been listening to a lot of alien shows, people that make, movies and TV shows and little YouTube content on this, that, and the other, pertaining to life out there in space. Now, I believe that with all the planets that are out there and all the other galaxies and all this, there's got to be some kind of life out there somewhere. Now, when we talk about life, we're not necessarily talking about humanoid life. They could be just simple organisms. Life comes in many different forms. From down to, it's a plant is alive. Does that mean it's human? No. Does that mean it's got the ability to travel through space or create flying machines, for lack of a better word? Yes, I know part of y'all are scratching your head and rolling your eyes right about now. But my point is, what I'm trying to make is this. Just because we haven't had contact with anybody I'll take that back. Because there's no public knowledge of us really having contact. Although people say they've been abducted all the time. It is hard to know whether or not that what are the forms of life out there or how intelligent they are, because we don't know what type of life they really are. I mean, it could be just like plants and trees, or what we would call plants and trees, but be something completely different on another planet. I think 90% of the things that you see flying out there in the skies that you might not be identified are probably military craft of some kind of nature, or even some type of private plane that's somebody's been able to develop, and they keep it in their little hangar, their personal hangars, and they're out there test flying it at night or whatnot before they approach some big wig to finance mass production. Because you have inventors out there all the time. They're working on prototypes of this, that, and the other. And while they're in the prototype stages, they keep them locked away in their little garage or their little laboratories or hangars, whatever you want to call, where they store things. And they don't unveil it to people until they're ready for funding. Now think about that for a moment. Now couldn't that really explain some of the things you might see at night? Because you're damn sure not going to sit there and take flight in broad daylight if you're working on a prototype. At least not in my opinion, anyway. It's kind of, oh, excuse me. That's back to, like I said just a few minutes ago, common sense. It is, in a lot of ways, gone out the window. Well, I don't want to really rant and rave for a long period of time, so I just wanted to put this out as a little disclaimer because I've gotten a shitload of emails about this, that, and the other, and I figured it was time for some a disclaimer type content, and also to touch bases with the people that I might not have touched bases with here lately. So, on that little note, we hope you have a great day and enjoying yourselves. Stay dry out there because here locally we got a lot of rain getting ready to come through with some colder temperatures on the way. But spring is on the way. I will see you all on the grid. Have a great day and enjoy yourselves. Oh, yeah.